Hello friends, we are back with another deck profile video for Roberto Lucciano, as I like to believe his name is actually shortened into Rob Lucci. That's his long name. Oh yes, I'm also wearing the One Piece 25th anniversary Uniqlo t-shirt that has a manga spread on it of Wano. Love it. Nice pink color. But anyways, let's get to this deck profile. As you can see, or as you know from the thumbnail, there are 3 cards that I'm saying don't sleep on, and there's a reason for that through all my testing. I wanted to bring this deck profile to the PPG online regionals. However, I decided to go Nami because I was so tired of yellow triggering from health, and it was the most annoying thing in the world. But anyways, let's get to the deck profile. I'll get to the important cards after. We'll quickly go over what everyone's used for. Kuzan, basic, helps you reduce cost on characters that are very high to get them in range for your destruction cards. We have 3 Kobes. I like to have the 3 Kobes in here. You could bump it up to 4, but I like to have 3. I don't like to see him too much because you want to use Garp and Sakazuki more than him. But he is there if you really need another destruction, and plus he is a 3 cost. 4 copies of Sakazuki. Now this one I was toying around with a bit, keeping him at 3, maybe even 2, but I settled on 4 because him being a big body on the board and being able to take out a 5 cost, especially with your cost reduction characters, we're going to get to the math later. I do believe 4 Sakazuki is great. We do have 2K Surus, we have the Borsalinos, which are a staple. We do have 2K Garps as your counters, 3 Ishos. Isho acts as your main boss towards the end of the match. There is questionable placement of him versus Katakuri because Katakuri could just 8-drop, but if you can manage to drop Isho and then rip Katakuri out of his hand, you're great. Fukuro, another cannot be KO'd blocker, great for tempo, only 3 cost versus the 4 cost Borsalino, but it gives you options. We do have Branu, which is your Navy Searcher. The Searcher is essential to this. I tried it without him. He does come in clutch. He will give you the cards that you need at the time, whether it be a destruction or a counter, whatever you come across. We do have 2 Tashigi. Now in this profile, I'm actually running 10 2K counters. I'll explain the reason for that in a second. We do have 3 5-cost Garp, main staple in a Lucci deck, because this will allow you to destroy a character to activate Lucci's main leader ability to restand him. Now, the main cards I want to get to. Most people, you know, they're running a few copies of some of these guys, or they would opt to run Meteor Volcano, but 4 copies of Tempest Kick Sky Slicer. Let me tell you, the trigger on this is incredible. Draw 2 cards. With the amount of cards that you're trashing, especially for KOing characters, getting this from life is incredible. I was going to say amazing, but it's amazing and incredible. I love it so much. You do have a lot of minus cost options to get people down to 0. So that's why I opt to use this instead of Meteor Volcano. Also, the trigger on Meteor Volcano, draw 2, trash 1. I don't like it, right? You come across 2 cards that you like both of them, you have to make a decision. This one, just give me 2. 6 King Pistol. I love this card. 0 cost. Trash 1 card from your hand up to one of your leader characters gains 3000 power during this battle. Also, the trigger. Draw 1 card, then KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. This is amazing versus Zoros, amazing versus Trafalgar Laws. A lot of the people that have searchers out there, they're going to be 1 cost searchers. Take out the searcher, draw a card, 1 less body on the board. Now, the beauty of this card is that it allows you to convert any of your bricks into a counter. The reason we run 4 Sakazuki is that if we have 2 in hand, right? Or, you know, if you have a Garp in hand as well, you know, you can use Garp's ability or any destruction character's ability and trash one of the other ones. But 6 King Pistol gives you a defensive option instead of all offense. Also, we're not running Impact Wave in this, right? Impact Wave, I find a lot of people are playing around it. But at the end of the day, this is a tempo deck. So you're going to want to use all your Dawn as much as possible, right? I don't like leaving 2 up. It's great for those that believe in Impact Wave. Love it. The trigger from that is also awesome. You could take out Borsellino's from the trigger. But I much prefer this one just for tempo, just to help with aggression, and that you use your Dawn as efficiently as possible. 4 copies of Any's Lobby. Right. Some people are thinking this is ridiculous. Why would you do this? Okay. Number 1, trigger. Right. This is one of the few stages in the game that actually has a trigger. Also, in combination with 6 King Pistol, you can convert this into a counter. Right. Simple as that. Convert any bricks into a counter. This is not essential in every single matchup. You'll want to use stage mainly in versus Whitebeards, Katakuris, yellow, because you're going to get big moms and Katakuris. You'll want to use this against black just in case they do drop big boys to bring things into range for certain characters, i.e. for Garp, right? The reason we have this is because if you don't have a stage, you're going to be relying on Kuzan to do your minus cost or even Isho to do your minus cost. However, when you combine this with Isho and Kuzan, you will get additional minus cost. Let's do some math here, right? -3 from Isho, -2, right? Those 2 guys combined give you -5 cost. Pretty much that will bring a 10 cost mom into range of Sakazuki, right? If they have anything less than 9 cost, right? Isho plus stage can take out a Whitebeard. Although you're only going to come across maximum 1 Whitebeard in a red deck, which is fine, but still, it is an option. You don't have to rely on Kuzan. You can put him out on the field if you can keep him safe, right? You're going to drop him before they drop their big boys. All the power to you. That's great. But it's just another option. And like I said, this card can be used as either to trash one from one of these guys or for 6 King Pistol. Now, let's get to some gameplay video. We are in VLC. We'll open this up. First match against a Whitebeard. We are going to go at 2x speed. I don't get anything to draw on or play on turn 2. He's going to swing for 5. I'm going to take it. I am going to swing 6 because what you want to do versus... Well, here, let me slow this down slightly. When you're going against Whitebeard, you're going to want to hit him every turn. There are some times where you'll just want to use all your Dawn to deploy something, but I highly recommend swinging for 6 at him just to take resources out of his hand. We are going to use the Garp. Knock out the Marco, see if he wants to revive him, which he will. He'll pitch an ace for that, and then we take 1 Dawn, swing for 6. He does have the chopper out on the board. I'm at 4 health. He's at 2. He's only at, and he did take some health early on, and there's a bit of a variance in health, which is great because that just means I can take more hits later in the game. And I believe he is just thinking about his turn right now. And as you can see, we have Tempest Kick, Sky Slicer in hand, 2 2K counters, the Sakazuki. He's going to deploy the Luffy to try to go for an unblockable swing on Garp. This is probably a big misplay on his part. He could have swung 6 first to see if I wanted to pitch a 2K. Because right now what I'm going to do is that now that I know that he's only going to swing for 6 and I have no counters in hand, I'm just going to use Fukuro to block that. And then he will end turn, right? He's going to take one of his healths, right? We do get Borsellino. I'm at 8 Dawn. Trying to calculate. I'm going to swing 9 at him because I want to just play the Borsellino. Right? He's forced to take that because he's just going to keep all of his counters in hand. Doesn't want to waste anything. Note, I did not use the Garp. I just want to keep him safe. You know, he could... What is he at? 9 right now? He could have like aced and then Seaquaked if he had it. But he seems to be running a Strawbeard package and I don't think he has those events. But that is one thing you'll have to watch out for. Once again, I'm at 4 health. I'm just going to take these hits to the face because I want to get this. Now, this is where the Tempest Kick Sky Slicer trigger comes in handy, right? I get a Borsalino from hand. I get another Kobe. And this is when I'm thinking, I'm like, shit, I need Isho. Draw the brand new, put brand new down, grab the Isho, play the Isho, rip cards out of his hand. Great. Right? You know, I could have used Garp to take out the Nico Robin, but I didn't want to make him vulnerable. I should have kind of thought about that ahead of time. I will use the stage, however, and you're going to see how the stage comes in handy. So you will swing, you know, let me slow this down a minute. It's getting a bit too fast, but I will counter out of that. I am at 1 health remaining. He does have the, I'm going to say Marco, the ace to swing with, and I'm going to take it because I have a game plan in mind right now. Now, what most people would do is that this turn coming up for me, he does have 2 up. You know, since we're only limited to 1 Radical Beam, he's got Radical Beam and Guard Point, obviously. I am going to swing 9. If he decides to use his blocker, great. I will restand at that point. But my main game plan is to swing at him with 5. Swing at him with 5 and see if he wants to use his counters. Because he's also looking to see what's on my board right now, and what I can attack with. Right? If he were to block now with that, he would be completely left open. I would restand. I think based on the calculations of what he does, yeah, he uses Radical Beam. He'll use the Robin, put him at 11. I'm going to use Isho, and then you see I use Stage, put Marco down to a cost of 0, Tempest Kick Sky Slicer, right? Restand. And I'm going to decide to swing 11 with Isho because of the math. Right, 11, 11. I could have done 10, 11. Or 10, 12, I should say. But I decide to... No, yeah, that's the... I do end up doing 10, 12 because of math, of course. But he did use his Rad Beam. And then I'll just swing 12 at his face. And he doesn't have enough counters in hand. There you go. Then we have the next match versus a Garp. Garp might be seeing a rise. A lot of people will want to start toying around as him. I was a firm believer in Garp back in OP02. However, that didn't turn out so well. He might do better this set if people are going to come up with some more stuff, more spice, but then again, you know, this is a character that you will come across, so this is a valid game to show some gameplay. He does knock out my Kobe with his Kobe. I am going to swing 5, and then I'm going to put the Garp down to take out the Kobe, so he has less to attack with, meaning that he'll just have to commit more Dawn to taking out my guys. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, because I do have enough 2K counters in hand, as well as a Tempest Kick, or 6 King Pistol, but I will use 6 King Pistol to remove the Kobe. Here, 1 second, let me pause that there. I use 6 King Pistol to remove the Kobe, and the great thing about that is that my decision making there is that I gave up a defense card in order to play offensively. Right? I could have kept that in hand. I could have trashed, you know, maybe the Borsalino, but at this point in time, all those other cards are more valuable in hand. So going on, he drops his Garp, takes me out, or takes out my Garp. And then we're going to swing 8 at him because he only has 3 cards left in hand. I don't think he'll want to pitch all of his hands to save him. We will, however, bring out Kuzan, and then he's going to play Smoker because his whole plan will be to double attack my health. We are at 8. That was an 8k swing. I will take it. Right? We are at 9 Dawn right now. I am very healthy in terms of counters in hand. If he really wanted to, he can do... Excuse me, oh my god, I have like heartburn. So this is what I'm trying to measure it out, because I want to put a big body on the board, and I want to put Isho, because I was thinking of... No, that's when I don't do it. What is my game plan here? So I'm going to swing 7, I just want to be aggressive. Swing 8, swing 7, and then put the Borsalino out. Right, so he'll counter out of that. And then he'll put Kuzan down. And then he'll put his Borsalino down, setting up for his next turn to allow him to get a double attack with the smoker. Much easier. However, I am going to counter out of that. I do get a 6 king pistol from draw. Now we are at 10. I am going to drop the Sakazuki to take out the Kuzan so he can't get one of my guys down to 0 as easily. Although, I mean, Garp's main ability is to attach Dawn and get someone down to 0. But it's less aggression on the board for him to be able to do that easier. Alright, I keep the 6 king pistol in hand. And we are going to be set up for next turn to have 3 different attackers. Right, he's going to start stacking. Right, minus cost of 4. He will swing 11. I'm going to take it. Right, I do have enough in hand. I can use the 6 king pistol to convert one of my bricks into a 3k. I think this is when I do it. No, because he's going to play something else. So we'll just play the 2k. Right, and then he uses Garp. Then he's going to wipe out my Kuzan, which I'm quite okay with. And then we will just swing rounds of 9. Right, 9. He'll take it. He's got 3 in hand. I'm like, do I do 10? Or do I could just finish it. I was just mathing in my head. Unnecessary math, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Swing 11. Oh, that's right. He has, he had a Borsalino up. That's what I was doing. There we go. Now we are going against a Katakuri with my mage deck. Also, I think I gotta mention, I called it mage because it's tempo. The Tempest Kick Sky Slicer feels so nice when you're able to KO like a big mom and you have your guys on the board. Actually, that's one thing I forgot to talk about. I did take Kuzan out because Kuzan, as great as he is with the stage, at this point in time, I wanted to fit some other characters in there, get more tempo, because dropping a 10 cost takes a huge turn, and I would rather drop like a Sakazuki or have more Garps show up. But anyways, we do take that 1 hit. He does play Cracker. I am going to swing 5. He'll take that one. I'm going to put Garp down. Going to trash 6 King Pistol. Once again, easy choice. The other cards in hand, I'm like, let me take 1 defense out because I don't have enough 2k counters, but I have an ample amount of counters as well as a blocker. He will put Opera out. He's going to swing 7 at the Garp, and that's usually what happens. Whenever Garp comes out, everyone wants to take him out because of how dangerous he really is. So we are at 7 Dawn. I think I do a double blocker turn. Yes, I will swing 6 at his face. No, I will swing 5. Jeez, I can't even remember my own plays. He'll counter out. I will play Kuzan. Yes, that's right. I will play Kuzan to get the card draw because he will be at 8. You know, give him more options if he does have a Katakuri that he wants to play. Right? He could put my Kuzan into health. Or he could put the Garp into health instead of, and then I would still have one of the guys available. Once again, he's going to try to go after him. We are going to block. He can't do much. Right, he did just play the Charlotte Opera. And this is what I'm trying to figure out, because I do want to set up again for next turn. So this is when I swing 6. And I will put the Isho out just so I have a big body on the board. Even though he didn't have 6 or more cards in hand, I figured why not just put the Isho out because we want big numbers. So he does get Big Mom out. Right. Trashes a life, gave himself a life. He's still at 5 health. He will swing 5. Now, you know, reviewing this footage, it is a bit of a rookie mistake that he wasn't swinging first. I will admit that, right? It could have been a higher level of gameplay. However, it looks like he is just learning how to play Katakuri, or even just learning the game. However, I still stand by my statements of the mage deck being great and amazing and fun to play. So I will swing at the Opera with Isho. He's going to block with the oh, what's the sister's name? Not Pudding. Brulee. We're going to swing 8, minus cost on the Big Mom. Going to swing 7 at his face. I do keep 4 up because I'm going to play Borsalino, and then I'm going to use the Garp to trash the Big Mom. All right, he does get Cracker from health. So I'm going to use up the Kuzan. Nope, I'm going to use the Sakazuki instead to destroy Big Mom. Because I figured I could keep Kuzan for later if I really want to. But I have enough big bodies on the board right now that I think I will go for game next turn. Anyways, he has targets to go after. He does use the Thunderbolt to take out the Garp, finally. And then he's just going to try to swing at my Isho. And we're going to fully deny that, right? He's going to swing 9s at him. I do have enough counters in hand. All right, actually, yeah, it's 10 with him, but we do have Suru. We can counter 2k. Cracker, 9k, 9 to, okay, that's when he goes for the Kuzan. All right, we're going to let him go. I don't mind that. We do get another Borsalino up. He only has 1 card in hand. You can swing 7, so he won't be able to defend that. I am going to put... No, yeah, I'm going to make him... I'm going to swing just 9 with Isho, and then I will play Kuzan. He gets a Brulee from trigger. This is what I was talking about. This is why I started playing Nami, because I just don't like their triggers from health, and it's so annoying. Anyways, we get Kuzan on the board. He draws me a 6-king pistol, and we're going to put Borsalino there, so we have double blocker. Right, he doesn't have many offensive options. He will play the Parasparrow. He has 1 card in hand. And what is that? 7 Dawn still left to use. I have 2 blockers, right? 2 health. Things are looking pretty good for me. He will swing, however, with the Pudding. Put him at 8. Right, we're going to take it because I'm going to be able to end it next turn. Yep, swings 8, we'll take it, no problem. This is when we go for game, right? We just swing 9. We're gonna see if he wants to block or take it. Great, he doesn't want to, and then just swing 7s. Once he uses the blocker, oh great, and then this is when he has 2 blockers. I was like, okay, this kind of puts a hamper in my game plan. But we will swing 7, minus the cost on the Brulee. He's gonna use her to block. I'm gonna use card action, restand the Lucci, and then I'm gonna swing 7s again just to, you know, nullify the blocker and or take cards out of his hand, and then I just have more attacks to use. Right, uses Brulee, and then that's game. Right, he can't counter out a 9k. There we go. Next match, Magellan. This was an interesting one. All right, friends, we are back. I had to go re-record a video because I was about to show you Magellan, but I realized that the gameplay was so bad from the opponent that it wasn't worth showing. So we're going to start this off with brand new. We're going to grab Isho because that was the only Navy card we could grab. We trashed 2 Tempest Kick Sky Slicer, which is sad because I was hoping that we would get one maybe from health or trigger, but I mean top deck or health. But we still have 2 more that we can possibly get. This match, though, this will really show the greatness of all the cards that I was saying do not sleep on. So anyways, we do get Any's Lobby from trigger. We will place it. He'll swing 5 with his Clown Buggy the Clown. We will swing 3 with brand new. He'll decide to take it. He won't counter. He's not Zoro, so he's not going to try to save him. I will swing 5 at his face. And let me speed this up a bit. Right, then we're going to put Kuzan down to see what we can get. Unfortunately, we didn't have a Borsalino in hand, and then Kuzan just draws himself. I know most people have come across situations like this where it's the Barney Gumble meme. One goes out and you get it back. He's going to take Izo, swing 3. Right, we're going to let the brand new go. I don't want to save him. He will pull out Otama. Then he's going to use Seaquake, and then I believe swing with the rest of the 2 Dawn. Swing for 7. I am going to use 6 King Pistol. All right, we're going to trash that other Isho that we got. right? Hey, it's coming into play. Yeah, I think this video is the best exhibition of all the cards. We do have 6 Dawn. I'm going to draw the Kuzan again. I'm gonna swing 7 at his face, put Kuzan down. Let me get something good. I wanted to put Garp down, but obviously there's no targets worth using Garp's ability with. He will Flame Emperor and swing for 9. He's gonna trash his round table. 6 King Pistol from life. Right, we're gonna draw 1 card, destroy the ISO. Right, the reason that I love this card, so good. We are at 8 Dawn right now. He does have 6 in hand. I have 2 life up. We are just gonna drop the Isho, rip 2 cards out. We ripped a Red Hawk. I didn't bother taking a look to see what the other one was, but we will swing 5. Right, he's gonna take that. We're gonna end turn. He is now at 9 Dawn. He'll put the Whitebeard out, swing for 7. I'm going to be able to take out Whitebeard, no problem next turn. I'm not worried. I am going to counter out of this with a 2K and the brand new. So you're going to see the stage come into play, right? I'm calculating, right? 3 plus 2 equals 5. But the great thing is that now I have options because I can either use the Garp or the Sakazuki. In this case, what I will do, however, is I'm going to swing with the Isho just to either take life, get things out of his hand, because I am going to clear the Whitebeard no matter what. If he decides to counter or even take a life, great. I'm good with that because I will swing with the Lucci, but I'm calculating this. I'm like, okay, if I do this, how much Dawn will Lucci have, right? And then I decide, no, you know what? I will swing 10 first. Right, I won't do the rookie mistake. Right, you can put out 2 2Ks, which he does. I will reduce him using the stage down to 5, and then I'm going to use the Sakazuki because I don't want to use Garp and make Garp sideways because he is vulnerable to a possible, what's his face? Ace, 7-cost ace. So we will swing 8. It's fruitless attempts at this point. He could use, I had no real intention. I'm like, you can use a 2K, you could use 2 1Ks, all good. I'm good with that. We will trash the other Garp, so then we do have 3 counters in hand, and then Tempest Kick Sky Slicer. I think you guys may know where this is going. So he's going to round table the Isho, which is a great card. You know, it's a big body meta, especially with Big Mom. I'm assuming this is why he has the card in his deck. I'm going to counter out 1K because he swung 0 with Otama at a minus 1000 Isho, and he's going to use Jozu, bring him out. And I am about to sneeze right now. No, I'm not. All right, so then this is when we go for the final attack. He can't counter out of the 7K. All I am saying at this point is please do not have Red Hawk from life. Please do not have Red Hawk. Right, I'll swing 13. I'm gonna use stage to minus the Otama. Take her out, use card action, restand, swing 13. Right, this is the beauty of those cards. Now, obviously you can't counter out, so that is game. Tomato sauce, if you're out there, buddy, GG's. So we are back at the deck profile. Say what you will. This has a lot of potential. I really, like I said, I should have taken this to PPG. However, I did not. It's great, a lot of fun. You guys saw the triggers. You know, stage really helps to take down 1 or 2 cost characters in combination with Tempest Kick Sky Slicer if you don't have a Garp out, right? The Garp, turning Garp sideways to KO a character to get Lucci, to give Lucci his double swing, you know, that's not a rare occasion, but it's hard to set that up because it may your Garp may just get destroyed, but this is another option. 6 King Pistol to convert your bricks or stages into counters. Amazing. Let me know what you guys think. I love this deck. This is the only way that I want to run Lucci now. Nothing else works for me, but this is what I've settled on. But anyways, Thank you guys. I know this may have been a long video. I may trim it. I don't know. But hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments, share, subscribe, do all that jazz. See you guys next time.